Okay, well, hey neighbors, welcome to the Shed Shop. Every time I turn you guys on, you're going crooked. Hopefully you can see me. I don't know. This camera doesn't let you switch from front to rear while you're recording. Anyways, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on everything. Today is Tuesday. Damn, forgot the date. Tired, guys, sorry. Lot going on. Tuesday, January 23rd. And Uncle is still in the hospital. They are talking about discharging him with a central line still in and what's called a medicine ball. It's a ball of antibiotics that I have to administer to him every 24 hours, and then hopefully he will be able to go back to work. But right now he's getting another CT scan because they're trying to figure out what to do with his abscess drain. They're finding other areas of abscess that they might have to tap into and drain out. So as of right now, we have no discharge date. And so with Uncle out of work, finances are really bad. Dion is back. And the reason I'm giving you guys dates and videos is because I know they're not all coming in order. But unfortunately, sometimes the internet won't allow me to upload my longer videos. I'm having issues with the older phone. I spend hours and hours and hours with videos getting partially uploaded to YouTube and then just stopping. And I've got footage that's even 6 months old on the cameras that Rob Weaver donated, and some of it is his saw, and that footage is important to me to be on the channel because it's all part of the story. This is not just a random channel. It's a story. It's a book. It's a timeline. It's events. It's a life. And it's showing how this community we have here that you guys are a part of building and coming together. And so I do apologize that videos are not in order. I would rather them be out of order and get you the footage than not get the footage to the internet at all. I have scrapped quite a bit of footage, but I'm trying not to do that because it's important to me. And so right now, taking more footage just puts me more behind. And so all the footage you get is weeks and sometimes months behind by the time it gets to the internet. And so I do apologize about that. But I wanted to let you guys know what's going on there. I'm still having a lot of pain in my neck and not getting results from the doctors yet. I have an EMG scheduled on the 31st, which is where they go and stick big old needles into your nerve endings, and they test the electricity basically in your body and see what's working and what's not. I'm also trying to get an epidural shot to help with the pain in my neck. The problem is pulling cord kills me, and we've had a lot of snow and rain. The mail has not been getting delivered, and wasting 2 hours every day standing in line at the post office to be able to get mail because I need my parts and stuff. And so it has eaten up a lot of time, and so I'm struggling to keep up with everything, to be honest. Been selling parts, and I'm regretting selling my MS-261 parts because I had everything I needed for that saw except a cylinder, and the parts are very hard to come by, and I sold them at low prices. Because we need money to pay the bills with Unc being in the hospital, and I wish I would have sold other parts. But nonetheless, we have been talking about that I have to move more toward that and building less saws because of my pain and my health. Already today, I've only worked on 2 saws, an MS-180 for Alan, and his saw is sometimes randomly hard starting. We've run diagnostics on it after rebuilding it and found there's no air leaks or anything. It's just causing a lot of pain. And then Trent's 390 finally got the carburetor fixed up right. Had to take different parts from 3 different carburetors to build one good carburetor. But I like warranting my saws because if there's an issue, somebody doesn't have to get mad and think they lost their money and lost out and got done dirty. They just bring it back to me and I fix it. And I like to warranty my saws because when you're rebuilding saws, things can go wrong. And just because it goes right, Trent's 390 is a perfect example. I idled that saw through an entire tank. I cut a tank in half and told Trent he can go ahead and come over and we will finish the half a tank. Well, not only did we finish that half a tank, but we run another entire full tank through it. After the half a tank, we had some issues with pressure building up too heavy in the tank and literally causing the metering diaphragm to bend. And so we resolved that issue, run it through another entire tank, and he was going to take it home, but he wanted me to tack it, and I'm glad he did, because then the saw never would restart. And the issue was an issue that is, again, I probably could have rednecked this and made it work, but this nipple right here, where the tank vent goes, broke off, and so you can't put a line on there. And so I had to completely rebuild his saw all over again, and that really sucked. So basically, that's why I like to warranty my saws, because just because it goes through 3 tanks perfectly fine doesn't mean it's not going to have some kind of issue. And I like people to buy assurance with me. That's why my prices are on the higher end of the market. The way I base my prices, you guys, is I look at a refurbished saw, in my opinion, if it's done right, and you have video footage to see that the saw is done right, and it's warranted, and I've got hundreds of customer references. I've got proof that I honor my warranties, and I've got customer references and videos. We have a playlist called Warranties Honored that shows that I honor that stuff. And so I figure 75% of retail on a good looking saw that doesn't have ugly plastics is a good price for me. And then I also look at, I know, don't bash me, I look at eBay, and I go to the sold items. And then I factor in that usually stuff sells for a lot more on eBay, because as sellers we get raped. eBay charges us anywhere from 13% all the way up to 30%, depending on what promotional thing you do, because if you don't do a promotional listing on eBay, you don't get very many click-through impressions, which means not a lot of people are seeing your product. It's way down in the list, and even if you have the lowest price and the fastest shipping and the best rating on that product, if you don't pay eBay an extra 10 to 13%, it's hard for your items to be seen. People have to scroll way down to find it, even if they filter price low to high. Mine will be, 10 items down, even though it's cheaper than the 10 above it. I don't know why they do that, but it's dirty. But nonetheless, that's why I like to warranty my stuff. And then I also look at Marketplace. You have an option on Marketplace where you can see what items have sold. And I look at the similar saws, and I looked at the used price, and I figure mine's warranted and it's refurbished, not used. And so if somebody sells a used MS390 for $500, then I feel that's a very good sale price for my MS390 to be $500, because you're getting warranty with me, and you have proof of the work, and you have a brand new chain, and oftentimes either brand new bar or a completely refurbished bar that's got plenty of life left in it. And then if my plastics are ugly, because I don't have the hours to put into restoring plastics right now, I will mark my prices even lower. And this guy, I told him I'll do $350 with an 18-inch, brand new 18-inch bar and chain, warranted still 90 days on labor, 1 year on parts, and every time he just responds, I have $320. It's been 3 weeks and you still have $320. I've already told you no, I'm not selling you the saw for that price, because the thing is, I have a certain number that I just cannot go below. If I'm going to lose more than $100 on a saw, I'd rather have it sit on the shelf, honestly. I can't lose that much money. I'm in agonizing freaking debt. Agonizing pain, depression, anxiety, stress. My uncle being sick is really affecting me, and my quality of life is low with my pain, and having to spend so much time to where I want to work, but my pain prevents me from working, because the reality is I have to pull cord, and I've got several projects that it's just getting saws tuned in right, or finding minor issues like they won't idle. And that leads us into the 044. That 044, I bought a brand new tank vent for it, and it won't idle. And so what we're going to try next is we have another carburetor. We're going to rebuild our other carburetor and try that carburetor to see if the carburetor is our issue. If not, we'll continue diagnostics on that. But that's a saw. People want it for $300. You're out of your damn mind. I'm not selling you a refurbished one owner 044 with a 25-inch bar and chain, all OEM, for $300. That's ridiculous. Okay, and so that's basically it. Aside from Dion is back, but his back is bad too. He has really bad scoliosis. You can literally just look at him and see the curve in his lumbar spine. Even when he has clothing on, you can just tell it's just twisted and mangled up. And so there's chores that need done that he can't do. He will do them if I ask, but I'm not going to allow him to destruct his body like I did when I was his age by doing things that I shouldn't do when you have that kind of health issue in your back. So I just want to tell all you guys I love you. I really appreciate everything you guys do to support my life, to support the channel, viewing the videos, liking the videos, commenting on the videos, sharing the videos. Please continue to do that so we can try to grow the channel. I love that we have a variety of people here for a variety of reasons, and I intend to keep it that way. 1 second, neighbors. Hello? Hello? Scammer, probably. 214 number. Hello? I get so many calls where you can't even, nobody even says anything. There's no robot or nothing. It's just a call with nothing. So that being said, yeah, I don't want Dion to destruct his back doing heavy lifting and various things. Both of us were just completely wiped out for 2 days from doing some insulation. Just 5 bays of, we do half-inch foam strips to get our 3/4 inch gap on our Reflectix. There's got to be an air gap, and then we do our layer of Reflectix, and then we do our insulation, our bat insulation, and that's all working overhead and stuff. And this arm doesn't go, you know, that's all I can move it unless I manually move it, okay, and that hurts really bad. And so we were both wiped out for 2 days just from doing 5 bays, about 6 hours of work, up and down ladders nonstop. And so I'm trying to protect Dion's back as best I can. He has an interview tomorrow to go to work at Taco Bell, and we'll see what happens there. And so because he isn't, not that he isn't able, but because I won't allow him to do certain chores, that means that he's gonna contribute financially more, since the deal is labor for room and board, and he's buying his own food again, and so that really helps. When he told me he was ready to come back, that was one of the things we had to discuss. I cannot afford to feed another mouth because my uncle and I are living on food pantry for half or 3/4 of our food right now. Well, he's back in the hospital, so not him, but that's it, you guys. I know everything is kind of jumbled lately and messy and everything else, and it has been mostly for the entirety of the year and 3 months we've had this channel up. But I'm working hard to get it better. And again, I know the footage is out of order, and some people, it confuses you guys and you can't follow along right. YouTube doesn't give you proper notifications. A video could be uploaded to YouTube and not made public and be there for a month, and so then when I publish it, it shows that it's a month old, and that's one of the things that prevents them from getting in the algorithm and makes things confusing. But just stick with me, guys. I'm doing the best I can. I really need you guys. You guys are the only reason this channel is possible. You guys are the only reason that I'm able to continue to persevere even through all the hell I have to go through on a daily basis with everything consistently going wrong. That's the other thing. My van is down again. It will not start. It doesn't even turn over. My uncle and I jump-started it before he went back to the hospital. I couldn't get what I thought was a connection, and it just happened to be coincidence that when he moved the cables, it started. But we took the starter off in the snow and everything. I had to do it, and it's really hard work for me, you guys. It really is hard for me to do that stuff, but I don't have a choice, and I'll share this struggle with you because we all face struggles, and some of you might be facing similar struggles, and so many of you tell me that this channel and my perseverance helps you persevere, and so that's why I continue to share my struggles with you. It's not bitching and griping and playing victim and anything like that, and oh, woe is me. No, it's not that. It's, hey, look how hard my life is, and that I persevere, and you guys allow that, and I want my perseverance to help you guys' lives. So I took the starter up to AutoZone, and the first test, it did not test good, but then he moved some stuff around on the cables, and it tested good 3 times in a row. So I said, okay. I brought it back home, put it back on the van, and we get nothing. I have tried direct connecting. There is a way you can literally jump start the starter, and I tried that with a separate battery, and nothing. The starter just will not. And then when I use the screwdriver to touch 2 bolts, it will engage. It will spin, but it's not. There's a gear that has to go into the transmission, and it spins the gears in the transmission. This is an automatic, so we can't push start it either. with a standard, if you have starter issues, you can push it and pop the clutch when the truck or car is moving, and it will start. This one we cannot do that with. The other thing with that is also sometimes when a starter is going bad, you can tap on it with a hammer or a wrench as somebody tries to turn a key. And so if it's not my starter, I probably need a $500 computer. And because of my high medical bills right now and my high expenses with my uncle being in the hospital, I simply cannot afford that. So I have been having to use my uncle's truck. And that thing is a gas hog, and it sucks. All the snow and everything. Dion and I literally spent an hour getting it unstuck because I was just trying to turn around, and we had to push the van off of the driveway into the grass, and now it's stuck there. Because even without the ice and snow, my uncle's truck has such poor traction. With it being an 8-foot bed, the Dodge did a really shitty job on that truck. You have to put 1,000 pounds on the rear axle to get it to have traction if you're trying to pull something. The tires will just spin on any kind of ground, gravel, tarmac, concrete, grass, dirt, whatever. The tires just spin. And so I have to go through the hell of buying a new starter and putting it in, because I do believe the starter is the issue. The wire that goes from the solenoid, which on this particular vehicle, the solenoid is direct connected to the starter and cannot be removed. And I can see when Dion tries to start the vehicle, that wire going from solenoid to starter smokes. And so even though it tested positive, I think it's probably the problem. The issue is, if I buy that $150 part, I can't turn in my core for the extra $25 I would get, and I'll have to pay $175, because if I turn in my core, I'll never get it back. And so if I buy a new starter and it doesn't work, they might not take it back. They might not let me return it. They might only offer an option to replace it. But I have to do that to find out if that's the issue, and that's hard to do because, again, the starter tested positive. But what medium amount of mechanical knowledge I have with vehicles, I've looked at all my terminals, again, trying to direct start the starter. And that makes me think the starter is bad, because usually if your computer goes bad, the vehicle will still turn over, but it won't start. It will be like your distributor cap is missing or your ignition coil is bad. And that's not happening. I've never had a computer go bad to the point that the car just wouldn't do anything. It just clicks, and I don't mean click, 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 click like a dead battery. Just one click, one pop, and then it does nothing. And that wire on the starter will start to smoke. So I think that's our issue. So anyways, that's about it, you guys. I just wanted to apologize for the messiness and kind of help you guys know in advance that videos are going to continue to come out of order. I will do my very, very, very best. I've been trying to put text. For example, I did a video on Neighbor Hayes MS291 we rebuilt. We removed transfer from the cylinder on that one and put a coated performance piston in it. And in one of the Will It Be Redeemed videos, the saw just would stop in the cut and sometimes die completely. We had to remove restrictors from the carburetor because it was only at 11,000 RPM max with the carb leaned out as much as you could with the restrictors. So I don't even have the video of showing that yet up to you guys. But I put text at the end of the video to let you know he has his saw back. He's cut 5 tanks with it, and he's very happy with it. So I'm trying my best to make sure you guys get the details and the full story, because I know a lot of you are trying to follow the story. This channel's a story, and I don't know where it's going to go, and I don't know how it ends, and I don't know what the next chapter is. But right now we are in a really dark place. And I say we, I guess I mean me. In a very dark place, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, psychologically, I am hoping when we turn the page again, things will start to improve, and some things will not go wrong as much, because having to take a carburetor off of a saw 15 times in a day and pull cord 20 times to have the saw not start, it makes life hard for me. I can cope a little bit more if my hard work is rewarded with a saw starting. When I do my job right and I'm meticulous and I use good parts and I take my time and I make sure I go through everything I need to do, and then a saw doesn't start or doesn't run right, and I have to keep pulling cord to try and get it to run right, and then run diagnostics over and over and over again, all to find out it's an inlet needle. You know, that can be very, very, very discouraging. So my hope is when we turn the page, I will be pulling less cord, and things will not be going wrong astronomically, insanely, every second of the day like they are right now and have been for most of my life. So that's it, you guys. Comment down below what you think. Let me know if there's anything you would like done to the channel to help improve it. Let me know what struggles you're going through if you want. Let me know if there's anything I can do to try and make your life better or easier. All my saw people, let me know if you need parts. If you use your saw for work or for heat for your home and you are low income and you need help because your saw's not running right or you need a part you can't afford, you get a hold of me, okay? SmallEngineRedemption@gmail.com, and you let me know, and if I can help you out, I will. Thank you once more, Blanche. I know I've said it in a video, but I don't know if it's up yet. Blanche donated me a new office chair because mine is way too big for my body, and so she purchased me a chair off of Amazon, and it's working pretty well so far. It's a lot easier to move around my room because my room is tight, and I have to constantly move that chair out of my way to access different things. And so the smaller chair, the lighter chair, has made my life better and easier. Blanche also donated me a very nice set of headphones with a microphone. I'm trying to work the bugs out of that so that we can use it outside when we're doing cutting and stuff, so you guys can hear me easily over the noise. And she also donated a couple of wireless earbuds as well, because she knows I can't locate mine right now. She heard me say that in a video. And Blanche has made a couple of financial contributions as well. And so shout out to Blanche. Be whaling, you guys. Give her some love in the comments, please. Also, Rob Weaver, I've mentioned a lot of times to you guys that he has donated a lot to the channel, and they don't try and make it public, you know. Oh, also Blanche, thank you for the super chat. Blanche and Jimbus Maximus are the only two, and they're both happen to be members as well, are the only two that have done super chats on live events, and so that really helps out. So if you guys are ever able to do that when we do lives, I would really appreciate it. If you're able to afford a membership, I would really appreciate it. I have submitted the form to try and be able to gift memberships. I'm supposed to be able to gift you guys memberships every month. And so there's a couple of people that I really want to gift memberships to. Daryl Johnson, shout out to him. Thank you for sending me the videos of the joy you have like a little child on Christmas. With all the trees down and you get to cut wood up. Daryl just absolutely loves chainsaws. He absolutely loves cutting wood. And he's been on this channel from the beginning, and he's an amazing supporter. He too has, in secret, I mean sometimes people give publicly to be noticed. He did it privately. He has made a couple of donations financially to the channel privately. So thank you for those donations you've sent to the house. Daryl, Adam Hayes is incredibly good given what's going on in his life, all the struggles and battles and turmoil he's facing right now. He's very good at checking in on me, asking how I'm doing, sending me voice messages, and he also is a member of the channel, and so he also has financially contributed, and he's given us the 266 that he bought. He donated back to the channel to potentially do a giveaway, and so hopefully we'll be able to address that soon enough. I have an email he sent explaining about how we presented how that giveaway was going to be done and the stipulations in the past, and so we had a little, you could call it, I guess, miscommunication or change of heart, so to speak, and he's got a great email that we're going to do at some point. I'll read the email to you. Also, Ted Neitzel is an incredibly good supporter of multiple YouTubers. He is very supportive in comments, in encouragement, in sharing videos. He watches every single one of my saw videos right to the end, no matter how long they are, no matter what kind of mood I'm in. He's a trooper. So thank you, Ted Neitzel, for all the view hours, for all the clicks and the likes and the comments, and the being a subscriber of the channel. Deborah, I haven't seen you in a while. I don't know if you still have an active membership, but I haven't seen you commenting. But thank you to Deborah as well. She has been a good support as well since the hospital video came out. When she does comment, and she was and possibly still is a member of the channel. So thank you for that. there's so many of you I want to thank. I really am thanking all of you guys, but I am trying to point out those that have done, that stand out. Robert and Skiboot and AJ, thank you for your membership. AJ is a member, and he also has given me a lot of good tips in the comments about things he notices that I could improve with how I run saws or this or that, and he does it in a polite and positive way, and as his opinion, not telling me it's the only way and not telling me you're doing that wrong. And so AJ, thank you so much for your membership and all that support. Justin B, talked to him a little bit. He's got a lot going on in life, and so thank you, Justin B, for being a support to me and allowing me to support you as best I can as a good neighbor. I'm sure there's more of you that comment and watch every video, and I might not have mentioned you, but to all of you guys, really, I'm going to close with this. I just want to say thank you. Once more, you guys are the reason this channel is possible. You guys are the reason that on the days I don't want to get out of bed, that 50% of the time I get out of the bed more than I used to. And it's because of you guys. It's because you keep me going. So I love you, neighbors. I really do. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I've never, ever quite had this type of support system in my life. And I will continue to tell you guys how important it is to me. And continue to beat that dead horse, so to speak. I will continue to say it, and I will continue to tell you it's genuine. I mean it. I appreciate you guys, and you make my life better. You make my life easier, and you encourage me. So let's keep persevering. And remember, neighbors, say it with me. What do we say at the end of our videos? Go ahead in the comments and tell me. Be kind to one another. Everyone is facing a battle. I love all you neighbors, even though I freaking suck at it. Until next time, #persevere. Oh, buy some of my chip, neighbors. You gotta buy merchandise. We need to sell more merchandise. Love you guys.